folks. Welcome back to the 359, coming to you live from the CES 2018 CNET stage in Las Vegas. Ben, you were writing about some interesting news yesterday with Google and smart assistants, and you got a little goodie here for us.
Yeah, check it out. This is the Lenovo Smart Display. It was just announced yesterday. It's one of 4 new smart displays, which are Google Assistant-enabled touch screens that you could basically do anything that you might be able to do with a smart speaker, but you've also got, what's that?
Nothing, just a little Echo Show in my throat.
Yes, it's very much like an Echo Show. So the things that you could do with this that you wouldn't be able to do with a smart speaker are look at photos, actually do like recipes, like you can watch the recipes, see YouTube videos.
We're seeing video now of an early look at it we got. So yeah.
It looks very much like an Echo Show, but the speaker's on the side instead of the bottom.
I mean, like, it also looks a lot like a tablet, but you know, I talked to them a lot about this, and there was a big intention to try to make it not a tablet. It doesn't have 4G LTE connection. It always needs to be plugged in, and everything that you see on it, you kind of have to, you're able to see it from afar. This isn't meant to like have you hold it and be up front all the time.
Yeah, because it's bulky. I mean, you can tell by lifting it. It's a little bit heavier. And it's got this back design here that allows it to go this way or that way. But it's bulky. It's definitely not a tablet. You can't like carry this around like that. Well, I guess you could, but that'd be really weird.
That's not the point at all. Yeah,
it's like in the bedroom or the kitchen. Or
it's very much supposed to be like.
Do you have to have it plugged in? So like or is it portable too?
No, it needs to be. There's no on button. You have to have it plugged in.
Oh, there you go.
There's some interesting aspects on this. There's some work that's done with privacy.
Yeah. So this is an actual physical switch that you can use to hide the camera.
See if we can get a close-up of this. When you switch it off, does it like actually cover the camera?
Yeah, you'll see a little red cover over it to show that the camera is no longer working.
Yeah, so that's just like an additional little peace of mind kind of thing because like it's
the microphone is still on though.
Yeah, the microphone.
But you can disable the mic.
The microphone. There's also a switch for the microphone. I think there was at least an awareness that people are concerned that there are going to be these always listening, always on either microphones or cameras. And so they're trying to at least make some effort to make people a little bit more comfortable with this stuff. Whether people actually want to shell out to buy this thing, this starts at $200. There's a bigger version for $250. We'll see, but there are a lot of bets on whether people are actually going to purchase this.
Funny timing of this announcement, considering at the end of the year there was a little bit of problems with Google's relationship with Amazon.
Yes, there was a bit of a dust up with Amazon. The timing of this is definitely a little difficult or a little awkward with Google and Amazon's relationship.
Because you couldn't get YouTube on anymore on Amazon's products.
Yeah, Google removed YouTube from the Echo Show, which is a lot like this product. It's a competing device, and also from Fire TV displays. Or from Fire TV streamers. Amazon decided to bring back Google Chromecast streamers to Amazon.com. That was a central problem that Google had, and that's why they wanted to pull YouTube in the first place. And now they're in negotiations. So I think YouTube is going to come back, but now if you want YouTube on a device like this, you might have to buy this for now. And
right now, outside of the convention center in the parking lot, both Google and Amazon have little displays. Google, I think the first one, we're outside right now actually. There's the Google booth, Hey Google. I believe the treasure truck is right around there.
The Amazon
treasure truck is right around there.
Conveniently parked right across from Google.
But yeah, that's a pretty big deal that like Google not only decided to like show up, but show up pretty big.
Yeah.
And talking to their executives.
I don't remember an Amazon truck before. I mean, I don't know if it was there, but I don't remember either one of them having this big of a presence.
I think a lot of what they're trying to do is really show that like, hey, we're at CES because we want to be good partners. It's like, maybe it might have been like, we're the cool kids. We don't want to show up to CES. Like we can do our own events, but there are all these other major players here, and to create these ecosystems, Google and Amazon, I think, need to show up and keep showing up to say, hey, we're here to be your partner.
Right, because you hear them all the time at these shows, but it's about the physical showing up is what you mean. Like last year, Amazon, Alexa, we saw it a lot now. Okay, still a big part of the show. I mean, so many products on day one were about, does it have the Google Assistant or does it have Amazon Alexa? I know what struck me as interesting was hearing how much of Amazon Alexa was in the bathroom from Kohler. Have you heard about this toilet?
No. What? Tell me. What is this a smart toilet? I knew it. It
was only
finally gone there.
Time, right?
Finally went there.
So we have a video of some of the smart things that they're putting Alexa in toilets, so you can have it flush hands-free, and also have it warm you, dry you off, give you a little spritz.
All right.
There's also Amazon in the faucet when you want to be like
Amazon the faucet.
If you have a preset amount of water you want, you can have a code word for that. It's in the mirror.
You can change the temperature too.
It's in the shower. So
I kind of like the toilet though. That thing looks pretty awesome.
You want to warm it for you? You can do that.
Yes. Does it warm my butt?
I mean, not everyone likes a warm toilet.
I'm a fan.
On
a cold day in New York. I mean, come on.
I don't know. This is one of those moments where I'm like, oh, have we reached that moment where Amazon's everywhere? But it's about the assistant, and I think some of those products also were able to work with Google's assistant. So it's going to be a bit of a battleground there too.
I don't know. Is it really that hard to flush a toilet? I understand the interest in...
Well, if your hands are on your phone,
right?
Maybe, you can just push the button on your phone. You're good to go.
Right.
I want to talk about also some of the favorite things we've seen because on a couple press days there's a lot of quirky stuff out there. There's a lot of weird stuff. Favorite things from each of us. I'll start off. At Unveiled, one of my favorite things that totally terrified me was a smart luggage that was able to follow me around wherever I went. It had facial recognition technology in the suitcase.
Oh, no. Man.
Yes, here it is.
No.
So this is the CX1 by a company called ForwardX. This is a prototype, but it worked. I was surprised how fast they got it set up. It was able to map my body, and then as I was in the back area, just kind of walking around, it's like 7 miles an hour. It was chasing me a bit.
So wait, it connected. It doesn't.
I'm trying to run away from it.
It doesn't recognize your. It doesn't have to recognize your face, right? It recognizes your body.
Well, here it's able to kind of like pinpoint me, and they're not really talking a lot at this stage about how it can make sure another blonde, 5'5" girl doesn't walk away with it. But it kind of locks onto me, and if I like zip out, that wristband is supposed to also help track. So if I zip out of range of the it's gonna.
But then you've got to wear another watch.
And then if someone picks it up from behind, I guess my wristband will also give me an alarm. But cameras and all the things. That's nice. Facial recognition in your suitcase. I find that facial recognition thing is going to go in more and more things. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, but
it's a little disconcerting. Yeah.
How about you, Roger?
I saw this really awesome concept car at the Bosch booth. I mean, this was their vision of what the car will look like in 4 or 5 years. But take a look at it. It's got crazy lights that actually will change colors depending on if it's self-driving versus manual driving. But the coolest feature, which I didn't actually get to try yet, is something called air haptics. It's the idea of haptic feedback, but with your fingers a couple inches off the screen. So you don't actually even have to touch the screen. You're just in the air. You're feeling like you're touching buttons. It is like Minority Report, completely.
Like Air Keyboard.
Air Keyboard. Yeah, exactly. The idea being that you don't necessarily need to take your eyes off the road and look at the dashboard. You can sort of feel for it, and different tactile responses for the radio.
What's the tactile in the air? Are they like
it fires off ultrasound signals, basically mimicking or creating the illusion that you're pushing something. It's crazy, and I don't know if it's entirely safe, but it's crazy.
I gotta try that. All right, what about you, Ben?
There's this thing called Hip Air.
I knew it.
So basically, it's like these air cushions for your hips, and it looks really goofy. It looks really weird, but the thing is that every now and then...
that's a good look.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Every now and then there is a piece of technology that actually comes along that might actually be able to help people out, and isn't just like a must-have or isn't just a nice-to-have.
Oh, this is a must-have.
This, to me, it could actually be somewhat beneficial. If it actually helps out one person, then bully on the company. Way to go.
So does it activate as you fall, or?
I believe so. Yeah, it works like an airbag.
All right.
Yeah. So it's but maybe they have to work
for your life.
Maybe they have to work on the design, or at least make it a little less green. Or does it really have to be so obvious looking?
Well, I think that's the reason, right? Like you see someone with like a fluorescent green padding, they're clearly in trouble, right? Something went wrong in their life. that this green balloon is activated.
Yeah.
My favorite is the headline that we can, help, I've fallen, and now you can get up.
Yeah.
Classic.
All right, well, we're going to wrap it for now. You can find the 359 on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and of course, CNET.com. For the 359 podcast, I'm Bridget Carey.
I'm Roger Chang.
I'm Ben Fox-Rubin.
And thanks for watching, but don't go anywhere because our day has just begun. CES 2018 is the place to be for the whole week, and we have you covered with must-see, go-to gadgets, all the things your heart desires. Up next, there's a coffee table that also doubles as a pong table, so stay with us.